what some people say is probably the worst fortress in the game because it's the simplest to go through. We have 6 P-Wings! My god!
So either I'm playing competently, or...
Here's also the life grinding stage. So, welcome to this fortress.
Gee, I wonder where it is.
I'll say, if you hit some of the blocks, you can activate a P-switch here and you get a lot of coins. I think it's one of those blocks over there. Yeah, it's one of these. Yeah, I want to say it's... Yep, that was the one. Jump on it. If you can avoid the blocks. Coins everywhere! Yeah, multiple doors for you to go through, but none of them are really that helpful. Because, well, funny thing is, yeah, you have to actually enter them while they're there for some of them. That's the fun thing with fortresses. The thing that makes the stage feel off, it's like the stage feels incomplete.
Yeah, it feels like there should be enemies and stuff here.
Yeah, like that's the only reason this some people say is the worst fortress stage of the game. Is like getting through it is weird and it just feels incredibly empty. Also, the fact that they give you 200 seconds on the timer. Oh.
I didn't want to do that, did I?
No, this is another one of the weird stages. You need the raccoon tail in particular. Don't worry, there's a way to it. Remember that secret door you unveiled back when you hit that P-switch? We want to go back to that room. Want to do that? Run all the way to the left. I'll say, I don't hate this stage, but at the same time, I can understand why people hate it. Oh, wait, no, that was the door I wanted to go through. Never mind, I'm stupid. I forgot what I'm talking about.
Thank you for sabotaging me.
I'm sorry, you'll be fine. Just hit that again. It's the 4th one over. Just be careful. Just make sure you get a solid landing on that switch. Now jump over. Go through here. Now go through that pipe, I think? Yeah, I think that pipe. Yep. You'll need this to get through the stage. Well, I guess technically you can't soft lock yourself if you lose this on your way, which you shouldn't. This might be why they got rid of the enemies. Yep. Now we have the Tanuki power, which you hold down and B, you can activate a stone form. As long as you hold down, I think it stays in effect. But, you know, probably not the time to show it off. You want to go back to the left. I don't mind how to get through the stage, because this one's weird. Do not grab the fire flower again. I think you will soft lock yourself when you do that. Now, fly in this room somewhere to the left. Yes, there's a secret exit somewhere up here that you need to hit. I think it's around here. Okay, it might be a little more to the right. It's like somewhere between here and the door. Where the fuck are you? Or I could be wrong. I know it's in here. Oh boy. Where the fuck is it? Yep. I can admit, this is definitely some rough level design here. This is definitely a bad one. You know? Oh, there it is. Oh, too bad. Fuck! This game sucks! Time up! The fact that they give you 200 seconds for this stage is weird, too.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, at least now I know what to do. Well, now we have to go out of our way. Well, now you have to get a mushroom and then get then go back, hit that switch. I was saying, I thought you were going to put a raccoon tail just to get through it. Well, we showed you off 2 of the special 3 suits. We only have 1 more to show off. We worry about that later. What is a really good anime there were last year?
Just what I needed.
Oh yeah, the Attack on Titan movies. They had that, basically had the series on it, right. Did you ever see Attack on Titan or no?
I saw like season 1 and that was it.
Okay. It gets weird. It becomes more of a political thing, like later on. It ended over a year ago, so I don't really care about spoiling. I'm not really spoiling, I'm just saying it. It gets to the more political end as you get later on, and some people really do like it. I know some people aren't big on the ending because of, well,
I know.
It's not a happy ending. Not technically. But, yeah, basically the main character is, I think, a big turnoff for a lot of people. Because I think it basically he becomes a hypocrite by the end. He's basically trying to fight off the source of the Titans because of them basically, you know, imprisoning them in their homes and trying to destroy everything. And, well, basically with his power, he eventually becomes that too. So, yeah.
I feel like using...
Yeah, I'll say, if you had a leaf, you could have just used that too.
But I had no leaves.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't think you did. Yep. You can just enter the door at this point. You don't need to go through there again. Unless you want to get coins for some reason.
Let me grind lives.
Yeah, you went
Like
for...
this is New Super Mario Bros. 2.
Yep. Oh, that was another anime I started watching as of last year. I forgot about that. Classroom the Elite. There it is. Okay, so it's right by that chain. Okay, so second chain on the left. It's always good to memorize this shit so you don't have to deal with all that again. Yeah, that was another show I started to watch. Freaking Classroom the Elite. That was an interesting one. It's basically a bunch of... It's basically this weird high school that has a really weird system for only the most, like successful students in their old schools to try to get into. It has, like, a whole weird, like, system to it. And basically, the main character is an incredibly manipulative, like... an incredibly manipulative dickhead. Who basically went to that school to get away from his life of being forced to do this weird experimental room thing under his dad's rule or something. It's interesting seeing how his mind works and how he basically manipulates everybody. But it's... eh. I liked it alright. Oh yeah, another mean one, kind of. Mashal. That was another one some people liked. It's basically like One Punch Man, but in like a world of magic. It's basically a world where like magic dominates all, and anybody who doesn't have magic is killed off. One of the greatest wizards had a kid who basically had no magic, but basically tried to take care of him and hide him from the eye. But the kid basically trained himself to be a basically muscle-bound brute, or an idiot if you want a muscle-bound idiot if you want to call it that way. So basically he uses incredible muscle to basically overcome the magical adversaries he has to face. Going through a school of magic, basically redefine the rules of people with or without magic, how they live through the world. It's definitely feels very memey and the character's dumb, but it's amusing. Oh, I love levels I can just fall immediately back to the beginning of the stage. It's my favorite. I love it.
Is that you want to die? Okay.
No, not really. So close to death, I can taste it. Please don't do it. Please.
Thinking about it.
Yeah, definitely thinking about it. What other ones? Oh yeah, that was another big one you probably heard the name of. Solo leveling.
Oh god. I only know that because I saw bits and pieces of the fucking abridged.
Oh god, what is it called? Sister leveling or whatever the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of that too, yep. It's not nearly that bad. But it's one of those that's kind of tropey. Basically, their party dies in a, he's basically a really low-ranked warrior who's trying to do it for money to help his mom's operation or whatever, or help her, you know, basically be able to help his mom live. But he's a low-ranked warrior. Oh, wow, that was cool! That was cool! Sometimes this game really does make me wonder. It's your favorite Mario game,
Favorite
huh?
Mario game, right? Favorite Mario game, huh?
It's still better than all the other NES games!
I mean...
You're not wrong, but it's not a high bar to clear.
Mega Man. I'd like to have a word with you there. Me as a Mega Man fan saying
I like it more Mega Man 2.
Now you and I need to have a chat. It doesn't. That's the level you draw.
Oh, come on, it's better than 1 and 5 and 6. At least.
Thinking about it. I'll pick 5 and 6 over this any day.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I told you I'm not a 2D Mario fan. How many times do I
Yeah,
explain this to you?
You have to at least put up on Mega Man 1. That one's a broken mess compared to the others.
Thinking about it.
The fucking plot like a rock falling. Some of the stupid platforming bullshit in a couple of the stages. Like the one thing that freaking moves around and shoots freaking bullets, and you have to wait for it to be high enough or you can't land on it at all, or it has to be low enough or you can't land on it at all. And then you just move you casually to spikes. Come on, man. Come on. Ah, it's a star chaining level. Some people hate this level. You gotta hit the blocks. You gotta hit the item blocks on this one. Yes, this is one of the weird levels you have to hit the blocks. This whole leveling's decent. I know some people were attacking the voice actor for the dub because, you know, they didn't want him to ruin the dub. So the voice actor played in on them saying he would ruin it, saying he was going to ruin it. He didn't. He actually did it. People really liked it, but you know, he took people's criticisms. He like apparently one of the like epic scenes he has where he like apparently shows like a lot of his power. He was gonna really ruin the line instead of saying like arise or whatever he says. He was gonna say like wakey wakey eggs and bakey. He was gonna say. It's nice when some of them actually get it on and have some fun. You know, in a way, some of the fans are rabid and deserve it. Have some fun with it. Why not? I encourage it. Yeah, it's another one of those. It's tropey, but it's interesting at least. And I think the main character kind of gets a twisted personality by the end of it because of the system he has to follow the mission things for. Yeah, getting into this block is the worst part. Because that's the one that's the hardest one actually time getting through. Gotta do the right jumps. Shaman King. That's another series I think... Oh, no, not Shaman King. I'm thinking something else. I think Ranking of Kings I heard people really liked. I haven't watched that one. What else is there that's supposed to be good? That was anime. That was actually... Oh, yeah. I was watching the remake of Ranma and a Half. That's right. Or, yeah, Ranma 1/2. Another one of the old school ones. It's weird how much more personality even a remake to one of the old anime have compared to the new anime they have nowadays. Then again, it looks like some of the old anime really liked a lot of slapstick-like humor. They had a big habit of always frickin' beating up people for saying or doing stupid things.
That's a Japan thing.
Yeah, that was something they loved to do back in the day. I say, there's a lot more personality to that, though, than a lot of the newer anime, to be fair.
Yeah. I think I was watching, Wait, why the hell am I not...
Oh! Okay, you made it. You made it through. Oh, yeah, they tried to screw over your big, too, that little low-hanging pipe. At least this world has unique stages. I don't like them. Oh, come on! They're fun and unique! I don't like them.
Yeah, they're fun and unique. That doesn't mean they're fun.
I think they're fun. You would. You have low standards. My God! Don't do this to me. Hey! Good guess. Yeah, there are certain patterns they have for all these. It wasn't obvious. God, I see all the names for some of these. I'm just like, ugh. Some names for these are always dumb. Reincarnated as a slime season 3, that was a thing, yeah. So many freaking isekai. Why is isekai the biggest genre right now? It's like so many. Why did Japan have such an obsession with isekai? Do they like not living in Japan?
You can thank Sword
About
Art
that, oh God.
You can thank Sword Art Online for that one.
Oh God, yeah, you're not wrong. And yet that's not even a great one. It starts off great, then once the romance kicks in, it just dies tremendously. It feels like an awesome action series, then it becomes a romance. It's like, ugh. I also don't like how that series, the writer liked to use rape as a plot progression point numerous times.
Oh.
Numerous times. In every season of the anime, it happened nearly at least once. Not cool. It's like, once it was like, okay, the character's twisted. The fact you keep doing it, like, man... Well, supposedly the third time it happened was the last time. He said he tried to stop doing it after that. The fact took you 3 times to realize that! Oh, I love these friggin' nippers spit fireballs. Wow. Careful. That's why I was warning you! I know you want that star, but those fireballs shooting... I was about to say you got through that stage in one try! Shut up.
And now the fall.
Yeah, here we go, of course. What fun. I am Mushoku Tensei was another one I really liked, right? Konosuba Season 3, another one of my favorites because it's big comedy. Yup. Oh, man. That's another series I just watch just because it's hilarious. There's a lot of memes for that, too. I think Christina V voices the freaking masochistic character. She does a great job just embracing her depravity. Oh, God. It's funny, I swear. What else do they have? Anything I recognize? Kaiju number 8 I heard was a good one.
I've seen clips for that show. Or basically like the freaking commercial teasers for it.
That's another one I didn't really hear much about it, but then I started seeing people really say it was one of the best of the year. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should start looking at it. I just haven't yet. Another one of the romance ones some people really liked. Ollie sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. I did watch that because I learned the voice actress for the dub for that apparently naturally speaks Russian. It was actually the voice for Ash Ketchum, surprisingly. Sarah Natashini, however you say her name.
Neat.
And apparently she does the Russian in that better than the Japanese dub does. Because she actually speaks Russian. It's kind of neat when you actually get people very qualified for a voice acting role like that. Ah, yes, another anime or series you might have heard of in passing. Oshi no Ko.
Don't know if I've heard of that one.
I know I said it's like, if that's what you're curious of looking at, they have like the series premiere that's like it's like a movie basically, like over an hour long. But it basically sets up the whole premise, and goddamn, it's one hell of a premise. And yeah, the series is kind of interesting. I just know some people fell off a bit because of reasons that may or may not have to be related to incest.
Yeah, that would do it.
But it's like not even like really big. It's like they're actors and they kiss in a scene, and that was enough to turn people off apparently. I mean, I know it's weird, but it's just enough to basically just be like, no, absolutely no, never. I don't know. You gotta pay attention to the context. That's all I'm trying to say. Not that I know why, but I think in context it's supposed to be a little better. But either way, the premise of the series is pretty interesting. It's kind of an isekai, but it's more like it's a reincarnation, and it's basically like a revenge story. It's kind of neat. It's like the dude's a doctor who grew attached to this patient who basically had cancer and was dying and fell in love with an idol. And then coincidentally, that idol eventually was having to give birth to a child at that hospital. And well, he died before he could see her give birth. He reincarnated as one of her kids. Somehow. And then, let's just say eventually she dies. Things escalate from there. I'll just leave it at that. It's crazy. Man, that's an interesting series. At least the premiere episode is fucking great. Very emotional. It builds up a lot of what the rest of the series does. Just the rest of the series doesn't get as interesting as that intro does. At least not for the first 2 seasons I've seen so far. It looks like Season 3 might finally hit that. I parry everything when I'm the strongest. I think I heard of that one. Another freaking superpowered person. Nier Automata had an anime. I forgot about that. Listen Dungeon, I think it was early 2024. That was a good one. Oh yeah, there was a Suicide Squad isekai. I forgot about that. Apparently, actually, it wasn't that bad. Apparently, it wasn't, like, great either. And yet, some people say it still has a better Joker than what freaking any of the DC Universe movies had. Well, the DCEU movies, I mean, the modern ones. Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest is still going, right? You know, I'd be very upset if that anime ended up having filler. I hope it doesn't. I'm still not caught up in the manga!
I took a break from the manga for a little bit, so I need to play catch up.
Yeah. You know, I see the Fairy Tale gang got back together. It's still good fun. For those of you that like it, you'll like it. For those of you that don't like it, you still won't like it. It's basically more Fairy Tale. Just more streamlining it to focus on more just the main cast. Which is probably better off, honestly.
I didn't mind the world building, but to do that for the... It was good for one series, but to do the sequel series, like... It probably is better off just...
No, yeah, it was the publication that wanted... The publications wanted Mashima to continue Fairy Tale, so he had somebody else do it or whatever. I think it's what it is. I think somebody else is doing it under his direction, I think. Something like that. I know he's not the main guy writing it, from my understanding.
I wonder if that has something to do with the fact that he was working on... What is it? Eden Zero.
Oh, Eden Zero, excuse me, yep. Eden Zero, that's it. Another one I really have to catch up with. Ah, yes. The frickin' meme anime of the year. You might have seen one or two things, maybe. My dear friend, Nokotan.
Nope.
Basically, people have been saying it's basically like brain rot anime. It's basically just random bullcrap humor.
Ah, so the adult animation sector as a whole.
Yeah, it's not like fan service or anything. It's just like random humor, like nonsense.
That's why I said the random
okay.
American adult animation
Oh,
sector.
okay.
Because that's all they ever want to fucking do.
Honestly, I do feel about that way about Robot Chicken, honestly, and Family Guy.
American Dad's a little bit better, to be fair.
Yeah, they at least have some focus.
South Park as well. South Park also does this as well. I guess I want to. Well, some people want to say it's clever, but it's like I've seen this shtick so much that it doesn't matter who does it. If I see this shtick, I kind of get sick.
South Park usually gets a bit of a pass. They tend to have some social commentary to go along with it. That tends to be what it's based around. Oh yes, you gotta get into the maze and get into the pipe. That's how you get out of this level. I think I know the way out. It's pretty simple if I remember. I think it's once you fall down here, just go to the right. I think following the path, you basically... I think it's here anyway. Or maybe it's the other way. Yeah, it might be this way. I'll remember if you get to a particular part. I hate grabbing these blocks, dude. Yeah, it's this way. I mean, that's one of the bigger strengths of South Park. While the humor can be kind of random, admittedly a little juvenile, you know, it's the fact they usually use it to tackle, like, showing how stupid, like, some of the, like, powerful or celebrity people in the world are. They kind of use it as, like, a big social commentary on, basically, look how stupid these are. And you guys eat this up, me is behind this up, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
I mean,
They usually at least have a good message to go along with it. Typically.
I don't know, just because I've seen so many adult animation go down this rabbit,
I mean,
try to be this fucking random humor bullshit.
I feel like
kind of like
Family Guy and Robot Chicken are definitely a better example of that, I would think. Of, like, defining that example.
South Park also did it to a certain extent as well, to be fair.
More in the earlier seasons they did that. Then again, they didn't start going the social commentary route till later on.
Yeah.
They started to be a little more focused after that, but they still have some randomness here or there. Oh, God. I forgot. Friggin' Matt Stone and Trey Parker really hate Stevie Nicks. They made fun of her on multiple occasions. They had the Afghanistan episode. They had fucking Stevie Nicks just basically be a goat. Oh, Stevie Nicks, you need an autograph? Oh, can we sing a song for us? Meh. Oh my God! Apparently they hate her singing voice. Dang, Fleetwood Mac was better before she was a singer. And they made fun of her again with, I think the episode of Stan growing up. And he was listening to shitty music. They had a parody called Steamy Nicks. And it's basically just what they used to represent the bad music with farting. It was just like Fleetwood Mac songs, but with just farts taking over the vocals instead. Oh, God. Sometimes dumb humor can land, but other times, yeah, it can be kind of...
I think it's because I feel like I've seen so many people go down this random crude humor shtick so much that it stops sounding like I'm listening to someone being like, this is the adult section. It sounds like I'm listening to a bunch of teenagers that talk like in adult bodies that feel like they need to whip a chick in the ass to become adults.
That's why Old school Simpsons was smart. It was random, but it was smart. It usually had good writing leading into it, and like there was a reason why they went to their random bits every once in a while. And it's something that a lot of current adult animation doesn't understand. The cohesiveness of it. Why it goes well.
It's why Smiling Friends is one of the few exceptions.
Yeah.
Where it's not crude for the sake of it, and the main cast actually are, you know, they actually do have a level of camaraderie with each other, which is something that you don't see with a lot of the animation series, where it's like, here, we're 50 Shades of Assholes. Hey, look at this group. Laugh at the fact that we all fucking hate each other the entire time.
Wait, they don't like it. Why don't they like it? We spent $150 million on this.
Whereas my friends, there is humor and it's very clever, I think, but the big core of it is that, you know, the group actually does have a level of camaraderie with each other that I actually really enjoy, which is like, you know, I kind of wish more adult series actually fucking did this. At least in the adult animation sector, where it's like...
Yeah, I agree with that. And that's why I haven't watched a lot of it. I know Simpsons has apparently gotten better recently. But yeah, Family Guy and all the others are basically about the same.
Yeah.
Other than their occasional great moments, otherwise it's just filler nonsense. You don't want to get the last card thing? We need more items. I have so many! Get more items! Okay. I'm just gonna lose on purpose, you know. You're gonna take an item, you're gonna like it. Damn you! Who else are gonna sell all these to? By the way, it's your last opportunity to get those, just so you know. Then again, we're at the last king. We're gonna beat up the last Koopaling. Really?
Wow.
Really? I have a lot of stock to get rid of. Nobody wants these. I wonder why.
There's a reason why I don't like the frog suit in particular.
Because it's mostly good for water?
Trash.
It's mostly good for water.
You know what? Because you're this fucking
Oh, yes, I
worthless.
did forget. If you beat the,
Can I ride you?
Wait, he wasn't even alive in this game yet. Who cares? Just hurry up and take it back. I want to ride the king, though. I don't think he'd approve of that. Yeah.
What the hell is Mario doing?
I love the random walking. Plus, after he beats a stage or gets on the airship, they just make him go super fast. Because his walking animation is awkward. Fucking just hopping like an idiot. Yeah, this is the last airship. Well, dead frog. After this, that's it. That's the end game. Just gotta beat this airship. The final king will be saved, and the last Koopaling will be defeated. That's the hardest one for last, of course. Oh, yeah, I didn't go over the rest of the Koopalings.
You did.
Not all of them. Roy was based off Roy Orbison? I forget what he was. I know that's Roy Orbison. I don't remember the Wendy one. And Iggy was based off Iggy Pop. Oh, and Lemmy was based off of Lemmy Kilmister, of course. Lemmy's like the only one I really recognize, because, come on, Lemmy Kilmister's a rock and roll legend.
Who?
You know the song Ace of Spades? You know the band Motorhead?
I think I've heard of Motorhead.
Okay. Alright, he's basically the front man. He's the bassist and singer for that. You always call me the Ace of Spades! That song.
Oh, never heard of that song.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, yeah, he's basically the front man for Motorhead. They're basically a big heavy metal group, I think, from basically like the 80s and 90s.
That would also explain why.
Ah, okay.
I
Yeah.
was born in 94.
I think Ace of Spades might have been a song in the late 70s. But again, I was a Guitar Hero nut, so I got to learn a lot of that stuff, and I was curious about it back in like high school, so I looked up a lot of bands and
Someone will
stuff.
probably tell me that you should probably be dead because you weren't born in the best era, which is the 80s and 90s when things are great.
That was where my favorite music was. To be fair.
Yeah.
That was the best era of Metallica, the best era of Megadeth.
Best era of everything, so we should just not enjoy life anymore and die.
Well, the best era of Rush was in the 70s, but moving pictures in the 80s. God damn it, we get it! You like old music, you don't like new music because you can't get a good taste for it, because it sucks.
Well, to be fair, when was the last time you heard any new good music?
Very rarely. Very
Exactly.
rarely. Like, I couldn't even think. I know there was a big band called Ghost that people like for heavy metal, like, early on, but eh. You know, I'm the one that likes weird bands like Dream Theater, so frickin' screw you. Here's the last Koopaling, usually known as the toughest. Ludwig. He's basically Roy with a bigger tendency to use his rod. But if you can beat that, There you go, that's it! That's the end game, all the Koopalings are done. Good, we've saved the world. This is a really boring ending. We just beat the Koopaling, so that's it? Well, the big man himself! Mario, he's feeling lazy today. Don't worry about it.
This doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I did forget to mention, you do get a special quote from the Kings if you complete in one of the 3 special suits. Or I think the one if you come in as the Frog, he's like, oh my god, you want me to change you back? It's like, you son of a bitch.